Hey guys, it's Lovell.
How's it going? How's it going?
Okay, I'm here to give him a nice little interview, alright? And for anyone who knows, this will be the best interview ever, mainly because why? Lovell's here.
This is gonna be great.
Come on, it's only common sense. So we're gonna get a little bit into like his influence. We're gonna get a little bit into his music and what's to come and what we're obviously gonna give you. Yes. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and introduce you, Lovell.
Okay, yes, I am Lovell. Thank you for having me here. Finally, feel like I'm doing something.
Exactly.
No, really.
So Lovell, that is your middle name, right?
Yeah. Right. First name's obviously George Jefferson, but I like Lovell just because all my family names me or calls me by Lovell, so like it's just like, so it's like might as well go with that. But I feel like that's a good artist.
She's like Lovell.
Lovell.
Like out of all of them, so it's only right that that's his name. Okay,
and I mean, I like
all black.
I like George. Okay, Lovell is like a different. I feel like that could be my artist, my stage name. You know,
exactly.
Who wouldn't want to use their middle name? It's like the middle of you. Like this is if you look deeper into it. Like this is Lovell instead of just George. You know.
But I like that. So the album's called 521. But I first want to get into the quote of what makes you get influenced. Not what makes you get influenced, but what influences you.
What keeps me going is I remember back in high school, my senior project, I used Biggie's song "Sky's the Limit" with 112. It's my jam. But at the end of the song, before like the hook goes and it fades out, he says, "Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase sky's the limit."
That's really good quote.
And that was like, I like that.
That's a beautiful quote, honestly. And one of my quotes is, "Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything I'm not, maybe everything I am" by Kanye. So the fact that you got a Biggie beat, not a Biggie beat, a Biggie quote, and I got a Kanye quote, I feel like we definitely abide by those things. It is what it is.
And those are great influential people, so it's like, why wouldn't you want to be influenced by someone who's like one of the greatest? You know,
one of the greatest.
That's how you get great.
Okay, like let's go ahead and put that description what that is. Okay. Know what it is. Represent that. So you've been recording since 2008.
And
that's
2010.
Recording since 2010.
I've been writing like in my little notebook since 2008. Yeah.
2008.
How did that even come about? You know those little composition books with a little white and black on it. Well,
diaries.
I remember that's exactly what it was. Like it started from like journals and diaries to where it went to like poems to where it was like music. Yeah, I was like, damn, this is evolving into something that I didn't think. It was just me getting my thoughts out. And then a couple years later, once I got to high school and my mom gave me her old laptop, I downloaded this software called Mixcraft so I could use so I can just get the feel of being a producer. And I started when I started recording I felt, I don't know, it was like, okay, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because at first I always thought I'd be an actor and whatnot. And I was like, damn, I actually think I am kind of good at this, like with the pen. To where when I got my first job, my first paycheck, I literally spent all of it on a microphone, which is like
that is what you call devotion, dedication.
I was not playing, like I wasn't kidding. And then I would say, how many years was that when we started recording? That was like what, 2013, 14?
13, I think, straight out of high school.
Out of high school.
Probably like, 13, almost 14.
Yeah.
2000,
Oh, damn. And then once, that made me feel like I actually had someone I could talk to about my music and share it with. Because obviously no one really knew about it because I just kept it to myself. But now I feel like...
And like one time he just came over, like he came over with the computer and the microphone, and I was like, oh, like he's serious about this.
Because I remember I asked, she was like, "Would you be down there, just play around, make music?" She was like, "Yeah," and she knows, like kidding, like here's stuff, like we're ready.
Yeah.
I feel like we've grown so much just because now I feel like I'm taking what I've been writing and brainstorming for the past few years, and I'm actually putting it to work. Like, I'm actually releasing something this year. Not even just this year, like the first quarter of the year. Like, and I feel like once I'm trying to get into consistency so I can keep putting out stuff, not just, okay, well, I did this and I can take a break. Because once you take that break, it's like, you're not going to go back that quick. So that's why I want to show consistency. And I feel like this year already, it's shown that we actually have talent, and we actually are. We realize that we're not where we should be. So it's like we're trying to do everything we can to make sure that these little 9 to 5s and this little stuff, even just like this,
these little
this
things we
isn't where
don't
should be
need.
going. Exactly.
Okay. Now, I know that mainly anyone who knows anything, if I put up any music, just know the reason why I even started the music was because of Lovell. Okay, my sister always used to do music, but I used to listen to her and what she wrote down, and so all of a sudden, like, he told me about it. I was like, well, maybe I can try it out or
like
something.
maybe there was a reason for this coming back.
It was great. It was the reason why I started, because honestly, it's one of my passions now. Yeah. Obviously, I got influence from other artists, but the reason why I started was because of Lovell.
Wow, that makes you feel great.
Like, seriously, I've gotten way better, but
I
honestly,
feel like it's even like it goes both ways. I feel like I wouldn't have taken music to this level had you not told me, like, I actually think you can do something. And I'm like, well then shit, I guess this is just what's gonna have to happen. But
Definitely.
yeah, I feel like it goes both ways. Like, without this whole friendship, I don't know if music would even be an option right now.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I really do think it is.
I believe in passion. I feel like if you want to do something, whether I like it or not, whatever the case may be, you're an individual. You need to make it happen.
Everyone
if that's
has
what
their
you
own
want to
destiny.
do, don't care about what anyone else says. Okay, it's not about them.
You can't, because the doubts
Everyone's
will be there.
human. Okay.
The doubts will be there. And I feel like what takes away, what'll stop you is thinking about what everyone else is going to say about it.
You're stopping yourself.
You're going to stop yourself. You thinking they're stopping you, no.
In life, everyone has a choice. Everyone has a choice. The key is make the right choice.
You're stopping yourself. Like, you're the only one that can stop yourself.
Everyone has insecurities. Point blank, period. Yeah. So when it comes to not only that quote, you obviously have other influences. Other influences.
Okay. Yes. Anyone who knows me knows.
Anyone. If you don't know George, you obviously don't know him correctly well enough. That he what?
I am like the biggest fan. Like, and not even just the Notorious B.I.G. But his protege. Okay.
His protege, Cancer Nation.
Little Kim and Cancer Nation. Kimberly, Little Kim. I'm sorry, like I'm friends with her.
He knows her. Okay, I don't care what you say. He knows her.
They are both Cancers, and me and Biggie share the same birthday. That's why I'm just like, the inspiration is here.
What is the ironic?
I think all of that is just. I think it all comes together somewhere. Irony is the way to use that, but still, they understand what you said.
Right.
But yeah, they influenced me because I feel like when they came out, even just Biggie at first, he showed. I mean, what was that line he said? Black and ugly as ever, but however, I stay Gucci down to the socks. It's like, he doesn't care about his appearance. He said, my flow and this money and what I got on my wrist, nigga, that's all I give a fuck. And I'm just like, exactly. Like, who give a fuck about your appearance or anything else? Like, this is what you're here. And that's what I feel like. And Kim, when she came out, she said, bitch, this is what the fuck I am.
She said, who are you?
She gave me that raw, that whole I don't give a fuck, this is me. Like, I will be as comfortable as possible just because I know this is mine. Like, and she said it. She was like, if this is my project, then I should be able to talk however I want and dress however I want while making these videos. I'm just like, you really got to think about that. If you're going to be an artist, you need to do stuff that's original and that's all you. And I feel like that's what she did. Like, she's original at just about everything she did, to where I was just like, I like this. Because that's what matters more. I feel like that's how you get more fans and whatnot, because they see the potential in somebody. So they're just like, I'm a ride for this person. I'm going to keep being on the lookout every time they drop something.
Not even just shade, okay? I'm saying if you get something from someone, don't be arrogant about it. Don't dust it off as if you came up with it. Give credit where it's due. And I think that's the positivity about where you're coming from. You're going to be different because that's what you represent.
Right.
So, speaking of influences, it's going to be called 521. Obviously, it's your birthday. It's only the irony that you look up to someone who shares your same birthday.
Hello. It's
what?
Like, can we be friends?
No. Exactly. So when it comes to 521, let's talk about the artwork.
Okay.
Right.
For like the cover of it?
The cover.
Okay, well, obviously it's not done. But we have our idea. And the person who's going to actually be drawing this out, creating this for me, getting deep inside my thoughts, it is Thais, obviously. She is an artist. Like, if you haven't looked at all of the pictures on her blog, then
you're slipping.
What are you doing? She is an artist. Like, if you haven't looked at all of the pictures on her blog, then
you're slipping.
What are you doing? But no, yeah, and I'm really excited because at first I was just gonna do this, like, just take a picture of myself, throw a little clip art on there. This is it. Yeah. But then I thought that's too basic for me. I feel like when I want the artwork to represent how strong the album actually is. Like, I want it to mean something, not just, something people are gonna forget. Like, I want it to be like that stamp in the music industry for me.
Perfect.
And I feel like who else could do that?
It's like that iconic album cover.
Exactly.
Everyone has one of those, whether it's out of all of them.
Iconic.
It's always that one that just stands out. And I feel like the fact that you want it to be your first one is even better because you can imagine the rest of them.
And obviously, it's on this album. It's not just me. It'll be Thais as well because she's an artist as well. Like we already know this, but. I chose 521 because it's like something I'm doing for myself. So I named it after my birthday because it's, for me, it's like this is, and 521 is like the birth of Lovell being an artist. So I'm just like, I'm ready for all of this to connect. But yeah, I'm really excited. Once we get this cover done and we can actually show people to where all of the songs, when they start to come out, I can use that. I feel like people will really, really come for you.
Definitely.
To be like, hey, can you make my cover? Because you're like, because this is everywhere. Perfect, and right? I want that. I want that.
I know you want the Gemini symbol on there. I know you want it's called Guns N' Roses. Yeah. So why did you pick Guns N' Roses? I know
that's a really good question.
It's in correlation with the whole Gemini thing.
With the whole, it is because it's just like you got the two sides. Like I feel like with the guns part, there's obviously some rap songs on there to where I'm being a little vicious, a little demonic, but I also feel like the Guns and Roses is because Roses is going to represent like the R&B love songs that I write. Because I feel like I can be in any state of mind. Like I can write nice songs, positive, and also be negative just to get out anger and whatnot. But that's why I want it to be called Guns and Roses, because I want people to know like it's a versatile type of thing here. Like it's not just one. You're going to get two different types. You're going to get the two different sides of the Gemini here.
But that's perfect.
I know. I'm so ready for
it.
I'm so ready for it.
So, in conclusion,
yes,
we gave you the intro to him. We gave you his influence and what inspires him as a quote for his life.
Yes.
Now we're gonna be in conclusion as to what you want to tell the audience to inspire them as a final.
It's taken me a minute to really like finish stuff for this album, and I feel like the only reason why is just because of the insecurities and just being scared of putting something out there that's gonna be out there forever.
Don't be scared.
You cannot be scared, or you're just not gonna get it done the way you want it to. You just won't. I mean, obviously, if you're not scared, then it's probably not that big of a challenge, which I love challenges, but I feel like it still messed me up a little bit because this whole time it could have been out. We could have been working on future projects, but no, I'm still worried about this one because I'm so scared for it that I'm not sure if it's going to be perfect enough. And I try to be a perfectionist, and it's not.
I'm a perfectionist, which is awful.
Because I feel like when you're a perfectionist,
everyone has insecurities.
A little bit.
So it's not just going out to the audience; it's actually going out to me too, and him personally.
Everybody.
We're always scared, but don't be scared to be yourself.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I literally just forgot about. I named Biggie and Lil' Kim, but I didn't even name Michael Jackson. Let me tell you, I just thought about that. Like, we got this last little few minutes because I know we're gonna edit some of this out.
Some of that shit out.
But Michael Jackson, that original man, he showed me that you can take over.
Influenced
you can take over by doing things your way. Like when you listen to his songs, you can tell it's written by him because he, like, even from his first album to his last one, even the ones that they still come out with, you can still hear like his style in his music, like even how he does little ad libs in the back, or how he just how he freaking breathes on a track. Like you can tell this is Michael Jackson. And I want to bring that originality. I want to be able to influence someone to be like, I want to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I want to conquer what they've conquered. Like, I want to be able to achieve as much, not just like, following their footsteps, but just the same achievements. Like, I feel I wouldn't want to be looked at as like a Michael Jackson type of figure, because that I don't even know how someone can get to that level.
There's no one that can get to such an iconic
level. But I do know that you can give off the same demeanor as him. Like, he never showed that negativity. He, even through all the stuff that he went through, and I feel the similarities between that. Like, we all go through things, but he still kept true to his fans. Like, he didn't disappoint with every album. He didn't change for anybody, and he didn't copy anyone else's style. And what did he say? And that's another quote. It's better to fail in originality than to succeed in
copy.
I forgot that last word that they used.
We'll put the actual
in imitation.
Imitation.
Exactly. And I don't want to imitate anybody. But that's why I say you need to believe in yourself, and you need to not be scared, because if you have your confidence, then if you have the talent, it'll just come out.
And always give credit where it's due.
Give credit where it's due. Credit where it's due, because we've already given credit to each other. Like, without each other, we wouldn't have anything right now.
Including the artists, including the artists that we always give credit to. It is what it is. If you get it from someone, don't act like you didn't.
This has been such a great video.
It's a great video, because shade is always real.
I know shade is real, but hey,
the shade always comes from the best.
Hey, and it will, and this album will be coming. And you'll hear it first on her blog. You already know she's gonna be okay. Oh, we can post a track listing on there. Okay, we get too ahead of ourselves. This is really good. I really appreciate you having me on here too.
Thank you so much for being here.
You already know.
Audience, say goodbye to Lovell. You have officially met him. You will see him again. Okay. If you haven't watched the last video from last week.
Oh yes. We
just did a video. I was a guest on his show. On YouTube. Yeah. I will put his link right here.
You already know.
If you don't go watch it, you're fake. Fake.
No, y'all for real fake though. How you gonna watch this one, but not all of them?
Like, you need to get it together. So, signing out, Tayam and Laverne.
Bye.
Bye.